Hello, my Facebook friends and subscribers. How are you doing today around the world? I'm doing fine. Today, I would like to talk to you about what drove me to Philippines. Kay's in another room doing something that she'll join us later, hopefully. Well, what really drew me to Philippines was, let me just give you a little story. When I was in high school, I used to look at these yearbooks. They had books called yearbooks, different years, 1946, 1947, 1940, 1950, and so forth. And I used to look at the yearbooks because they had in the yearbooks different places around the country, pictures, a lot of pictures. And I saw a picture of the Philippines, colorful, beautiful pictures of how the Philippines looked and everything. And of course, they had beautiful women there. And I was fascinated. First thing I saw, the word Philippines. So I told myself, wow, I want to go there one day, not knowing I would actually go there, but I said that. And I had this fascination over the years about going to the Philippines, right? So I went to the military, and I served 2 years in the military. And before I left to go to the military, I was at my what they call the draft station, and they gave me a choice. They said, we have got 2 openings for the Navy or the Marines, and I know that I heard a lot about. They had a base in the Philippines, Clark Air Force Base. I heard about that, and they had Navy and Marines over there, And so I thought about it, I said, but I had to sign up for 2 more years. That would make it 4 years total. And I really didn't want to go to the Army in the first place. I just went to my uncles. They were all in the Korean War and all that. They advised me to go and all that, get a honorable discharge, get a good job, go to school and all that, the benefits. So I called home and told the people there I was going to join the Navy. And they said, what? 4 years? No. You get out, man. Just get out. So I got out. It just wasn't that time to go yet. So I got out and went on, and I got out of the military, went on with my life and everything, and I got a job at the, I'm going to skip all my jobs. That's for a later vlog, but I'm just specifically talking about how we do in the Philippines, specifically. And I got a job as a security professional, an armed security professional. There's something like police officers, but we work for a certain a company or business. And so when I was working there, I met a friend. I met some Filipinos. Chester Martinez was him, and Bustamante and several other Filipinos. We used to talk all the time. And I told them how I always wanted to go to the Philippines. They said, oh, we go every year, man. Why don't you come and go with us? Blah, blah, blah. So I said, oh, well, okay, sure. One of these days I will, But he'd always tell me all the beautiful things about the Philippines and everything. He made it sound like it's a wonderland. So anyway, I told him I'd go one day, not knowing when I'll be able to go. And my wife, my first wife, I was married before, died in 2015. And I was lonely in my room all the time. My kids used to come in and try to talk to me, and I was, down and out. So my daughter said, why don't you get on Facebook, Daddy? I didn't know anything about social media or Facebook or anything like that. And meet some friends to talk to, Daddy. You don't have to sit there all lonely all the time. So they got me a little Facebook, showed me how to get on it and all that stuff. And so I started asking for friends, meeting friends. People started asking me to be my friend and all that. And I met this young girl, which is Kay's sister, online. And we became friends. But I found out that she was really young, so, we talk. I talked to like a young kid would. And, and I met, and ultimately I met her parents online and everything, all her siblings online on Facebook. and all that. So I said to myself I was going to sponsor her to go to school, help her go to school and stuff like that, and give her the thing that she might need for her school, books and pens and all that kind of stuff, you know. So this went on for a while. We talked. She called me at times. I checked her at times. It's a friendly relationship, like an adult would treat a little girl, you know. She told me about her family and about they were happy. Showed me the house. She even showed me the Lola and Lolo pictures of them and pictures of her whole family. So anyway, I said, okay, she's fine. And that's where I met Kay, her sister Kay. I met Kay online, and it was right around the time, it was right a little bit about a year after my wife had passed away, and we talked, and she said some things that really, here she is right here.
I just took a shower.
She's got out of the shower. Stop it. She's silly. And she said some things to me that really hit my heart. You know, first of all, she's a lot younger than I am, but she's a little bit mature. I noticed that in her, you know. But she talked. We talked just about every single day. And stop it. Every single day we talk. And she told me to just have faith, believe in God, and he'll see you through all this. I told her about my wife who passed away. Believe in God, and he'll help you and stuff like that. So I did. I always believed in God. That hit me right in my heart. And so anyway, we talked. We became really good friends on Facebook. And I asked her, she asked me, am I like to come to the Philippines? I said, yeah, I've always wanted to go to the Philippines. But I didn't know I was actually going to go there. But anyway, to make a long story short, my friend Chester, who worked with me, he said he had 2 tickets to go to the Philippines, but his wife didn't want to go this time. He was going to give a class to some police cadets. And I was there. I was supervisor with him. Both were supervisors. And he said he'd like me to speak there along with him. So I said, wow, okay. That sounds good to me. I'd love to go, Chester. This is my chance to actually go to the Philippines, right? So anyway, I made my mind up. I decided to go to the Philippines with him. So I called Kay and told her I was coming to the Philippines, right? And she couldn't believe it. I said, yes, I am. I'm coming. I'm getting my ticket and everything right now. And she wanted to, and so, you know, I told her that. I guess she told her family and all that. We got off the phone. I talked to Chester and told him I was going. I told him that Kay, the girl I've been talking to, was going to meet me. He said, no. I want to take you over to her house, you know. And I said, okay, sure. I'll go to your house if you want to. So I called her and told her that Chester's going to bring me when I get there. So she agreed, okay, fine. Now, like most expats, I didn't go online or any type of dating site, Filipino dating site or anything. I didn't go any dating sites at all looking for no Filipino. That was the last thing on my mind, period. Find a Filipino, you know. I'm a very friendly person. I talk to people, but as far as marriage is concerned, no, that wasn't even on my mind. Trying to go there and get a Filipino like most expats do. They go to the Philippines, look for a young girl, and maybe get married one day or something like that. Because they are some very, very beautiful women. So I told Chester I'll go. Chester's plane was leaving ahead of mine. So he told me he'd meet me at the airport once I get there, right? So I said, fine, sure. I got my ticket. I think I left a couple of days after him. And I told him when my flight was arriving and all that. All this is new to me, you know. So he left. And I looked online about the Philippines. I looked at all the bad things about it, the good things about it, especially the scammers and all that kind of thing. So I can truly say I've never been scammed in there. Chester was like a big brother to me. He wants to make sure I'm safe and all that stuff because he knows he's from Philippines. He has a home in Philippines and a home here in America. So I came over there and me and Kate had been talking online for about maybe a year, and we became very close, as you can see, a long distance relationship, really, but I never met her, but I've talked to her. I've known a little bit about the family, what they told me, she was young, just going to college and stuff like that and everything, so she never really lived the rough life from what I've heard. She never been around the clubs and different places like that, joints and parties and all of that. She maybe went to one of their friends' gatherings or something like that, but not where a party with the drinking and all that stuff. Incidentally, she don't drink, she don't smoke, she don't do anything like that, and I don't either. So that was one good thing, And she believes in God, like I do, deeply. So anyway, I arrived in the Philippines. Long flight, man, Ride in the Philippines. And I've always told about the taxis there. Don't ride a taxi because if you're a foreigner, they can tell right away, especially a black man like me, tall, they know I'm a foreigner. They can double your price and do all kind of things that are not right. But Chester was there. He's the one that picked me up, took me over to Kay's house, And he wanted to make sure everything is okay for me. He's looking out for me. That's what he was doing, looking out for me. My welfare was okay, like a big brother would do. So he did. So I went over there and found where she stayed. And when I got there, we drove up. I called her before I was coming. They knew I was coming. And I got there and got the car. Her and her father was there. And I met this tiny little Filipina. That's why I call her my little Filipina. Real small little chick, And about 5 foot tall. I'm 6'5". Met her father. He's a nice gentleman. I met him. So I went upstairs. She told me I'm staying in the apartment up there. So I went up there and the rest of them, and Chester stayed down and talked to the daddy for a while. I went upstairs and met her mother, her parents, her aunties, and all that up there. They were kind of shy, but they were good people. Nice, welcoming. They welcomed me really nice. So that's how me and Kay got started. Just like that. And then we talked. We spent every day there together, every hour, talking, till I became very close to her. And she became very close to me. And she never had a boyfriend or anything like that. Serious relationship. And I was just coming out of marriage and everything, and I was kind of on guard about everything, But, eventually everything worked out fine. I met Kyla, her little sister, the first one I met online, and her sister Nicole and Arvin. They're great kids. So anyway, it worked out fine. Then I left, came back again, stayed a little longer, left, came back again, stayed a bit longer. So I got to know them pretty good. So anyway, when I came back, we started talking about she wanted marriage. Marriage came up. And I thought, wow, marriage. And by our talks and everything, I could tell she was kind of ready for it. She never experienced it before, but she was kind of ready to try it. And I trust her. She trusts me, So we said, I said, okay, why don't we come out here on K1 visa? So we started filling out paperwork, and finally we got everything approved and all that. So, that's a lot of stuff in between, go through all that, but she got approved. So I went out there to get her. And it's her first time ever leaving leaving the Philippines, the first time she ever been to a foreign country. So I can understand her being a little bit nervous. That's understandable. But she was willing to come. You know, I'm gonna have to let her tell you, make a vlog about what she did down there in preparation to come here, because she done a lot to prepare to come here. And while I was here, going to the embassy and physicals and all that type of stuff, you know. But God was with us all the way, you know. So I believe that it was meant to be. This was the time I supposed to went to Philippines, not years ago. But when God says time, now, this is the time. And this is what he had waiting for me in Philippines. A new wife, a new life, a new venture, you know. And because my first marriage, that's a long story. We'll get into it. That's a different different vlog. Maybe I'll tell you someday, maybe I won't. But anyway, I was happy now. And I knew she had a lot to learn because she'd never been married before. But if she's with me, I know she's with a good man who's willing to teach her, be patient with her, and all that. So anyway, I went out there to get her from Philippines, and stayed a little while, then gave a little party and all the time for her to go. Of course, everybody was feeling bad because they didn't want their sibling, sister, or brother, mother, father, let her to leave. But they trusted me enough to know that she would be okay. And I told them, I will take care of her. I will take care of her for sure. Nothing will happen to her. And to this day, it hasn't. So we left Philippines, going to the airport. And of course, it was a very sad, emotional time. You know, we give a big party for she left, dinner, and so we got on the plane. We flew, came here. So I know this is gonna be a whole new world to her here in America. She's never been here. A whole new culture and everything. So we came here on a 90-day visa. We had to get married before 90 days, or she'll have to leave and come back, right? But the whole thing was, I knew we were going to get married, but we just came on that type of visa, but we had to do it before 90 days. So finally, you know, it was getting close to 90 days, time to get married. You know, so she had a birthday out here on June the 1st, and we got married on June the 7th, and on June the 12th was my birthday. So we're all June bugs, you know, Gemini. So we got married and started living our lives. And I found out that, because a lot I had to know about her, a lot of things she had to know about me, that she was taught well by her parents. Her parents, her mother specifically, especially, taught her how to treat her husband, the things she should do. And I tell you, she's better than any other girl her age here, as far as being with a man, being loyal, and treating a man, being a good wife. I give her that, you know. And God knew that's what I needed. So God's in charge of all this. He's in charge of all this. I wasn't going to look for no wife, but I ended up marrying her. And she's a very good girl, a very good woman, very true to me. And she does everything I expected a good wife should do. Everything, you know. And I'm good to her. I'm being a good husband to her. And she accepted Islam on her own free will. Nobody forced her or anything. And that's a double plus right there. So we pray together. We live mosque together, pray together, and different things like that. I haven't had any bad thing happen to me, not once, while I was in the Philippines. And it's all been good. I met her little friends they have down there and all that. She's home. And, you know, it's all been good. I'm just telling them about our experience in the Philippines, how we got married, and how we met.
Sorry
and all
for
that
my
stuff.
face, because I got pimples. And, you know.
Yeah, that's all right. They see it every day. So anyway, I'm just telling a little story, which drew me to Philippines. You know, like I've always told you, I've always wanted to go there. You know, but this was the right time, and I see why. I'm supposed to meet you there because it happened. It happened. God made it happen. You know, finally. But I do love the country. Believe me, I love the Philippines. And there's a lot of things that's going on down there that people told me about. It's true. You know, but I'm the type, I don't go to bars and clubs and drink and all that stuff and dance. I used to work in them years ago. I used to be a bouncer in clubs here in LA. I used to throw people to get drunk out and all that stuff, and I was a bouncer. You know, fights break out, I'm running over, breaking it up, and kicking them out. That's what a bouncer does, to bounce you right out of there. So I wasn't impressed by that type of life. I never did. And I never drank alcohol in my life, period. You know. And that's another long story. Maybe one day I'll share that with you. But yeah, I'm enjoying my life now. I'm happy now. She's in school now. She's going in college, which I wanted her to continue to go because she was started college in the Philippines. As a matter of fact, I tried to encourage her to stay there and finish school there. Then we'll come to America. But she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to do that. So the plan was when she come here, and she was gonna go to school
Excuse
here.
me.
Yes.
That's your plan. You want me to stay there, but that's not God's plan.
What? What's you talk? What?
That's not God's plan.
What?
You want me to stay there and continue my education.
Oh, you mean?
And God says, no, you're going to continue your education here in America.
Well, it must be His plan because you're here. God controls everything. You know, He's in charge of His creation. But it's good, and I want her to make a vlog to tell you how her experiences there, how she was. I mean, how good things, how God was with her all the way until now, even now, the things. She's going to school now, and I'm gonna let her tell you too, because that's her thing. But she's about to finish school in about a month, March maybe. But she's going to what they call an internship. She's going to work at a clinic for about
1 month.
a month, and then when she graduates from there, she's out. And then if they hire her, she'll start working. And then we can really start on our plans now because there's more income coming in, you know. But we've been patient. She's been patient. She's a wonderful wife. Wonderful. God couldn't bless me with a better wife than her at her age. You know, there's an age difference. Look at you, like Marcel. You like Marcel. You like Gabriel. That's her auntie. But anyway, hey. God is good. God's been very good. Been very good to us. You know, we're doing fine. We're making it. My family, they all love her. The little grandkid, they ask about her every single day. And Peyton and Junior, man, they can't stand to be without her. But yeah. So some expats that went to Philippines had bad ventures or went there for the wrong reason or got involved in wrong things. I didn't. I went to give a class to some police cadets with my friend Chester, and he's from here. He started guiding me along the way and showing me what don't do this, I don't get involved in this. And he knows I don't drink, but he does, but he knows I don't. So, you know, I had a wonderful time in the Philippines, and I can't wait to go back. We're going back. We're going back. When God says it's time to go back, we're going back. And hopefully, inshallah, it'll be this year. I know we had to put a lot of things on hold because of the pandemic and all that, all the restrictions you had to go through. That's not going to stop us from going. We're going back. I miss the family down there. She got a good family. I miss all of them very much. All of them. So that's coming. I miss we're going to go places and do things and have a great time like family should do. So anyway, I just want to share that with you, what drew me to the Philippines. Like I said, I've always wanted to go there, always. And my thoughts were because the country is beautiful and beautiful people and all that. That was my reason to really want to go there. Because I've never, ever been to any other country in my life. even I have never really explored the United States where I'm from. You know, my state, because all I ever did was worked on my life, work, pay bills, and work, and raise my kids I had here. You know, so I never did anything. It's the first time I've ever went out the country, and it was the Philippines, a place I've always wanted to go. God is good, boy, I tell you. And so I can't thank him enough for blessing me to go to Philippines and to meet a good woman, you know, which I wasn't looking for, what she wasn't looking for. You know, just pulled us together slowly but surely, in his own pace. He said, this is the way it's going to be. She's for you, Keith. You're for her, Keith. This is your match. I don't care about your age difference. She's still a woman. You're still a man. So get together and let things blossom. Let things blossom. Let things blossom. And they're going to still blossom. They're going to still blossom and blossom and blossom. We got a lot of plans ahead, you know, a lot of plans ahead of good things we want to do, and we're going to do them together, you know. We're very happy together. Some people get a woman or something and say, oh, I can't stand her, she get on my nerve all it, but not my geek guy. We love being together. We have fun together. Yeah, there's a few times you got tampo. I think all Filipinos go to that when they don't get their way to get tampo and stuff like that. But it doesn't last that much, that long. You know, I just let it go, you know. And either she give in or I give in, but, you know, I knew she'd give in sometimes. I'm a little bit more wise than her because I'm older than her and I've been around longer than she is. So I know females, you know. But she's a very good woman. I will forever treat her right. Forever. God's my witness. I would forever treat her right. I will never do anything wrong. God is my witness to her, you know. And she would treat me very good. Very good. And I could see that, you know. And we're going to grow together. So I just want to share that with you people. You know, despite some of the negative things you might hear about the Philippines, it's a good country. Now maybe some of the things are true. You know, they got they bad, corrupt people in every country you go to, especially here in America, Thailand, China, all around. They got their corrupt people, and they got their good ones. I just happen to meet a good one through the grace of God. I thank him every day for that blessing. So anyway, I'm going to leave you guys right now. I just had to share that with you. And if you know, like my video, please subscribe. Subscribe below, please. And like, and share, and comment. Leave a comment. I don't hardly ever get comments. Nobody ever comments me. Please comment me. Let me go. Let me talk with you. You know, let me ask me questions that you want to ask me. That's fine. I very seldom have any. I got so far 134 subscribers, and I've been doing this thing for about maybe a year or two now. But you know, it'll happen in good time. You know. And I want to get enough subscribers so I can start making some monetary value of YouTube, and then go to the Philippines and help the poor. That's my goal. I want to help. You know, I see a lot of vlogs of how some people in the provinces are suffering. It hurts my heart so much to see the homes that they're staying in, made out of bamboo and curtains, and some are even wide open. And some of the people are starving, don't have no food to eat, nothing like that. I would spend whatever money I get on this thing to go there and help them, really. God knows that. So anyway, subscribe, comment, like, share, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, great night, great evening, whatever part of the earth you're from.